Councilman Munger,
Present.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Sorry, present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Supervisor Keating, pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, tonight we do not have any other preliminary matters, so we'll move on to item number 2, regular business, which is, item number 1 is a correction and adoption of minutes for the December 4th, 2019 board meeting. Councilwoman Lukacek.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I had a chance to review the minutes. I see no errors or editing needed. I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes for December 4th, 2019.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 this evening is, under regular business, is the consideration of all fund bills. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. At this point, I have had the opportunity to audit the bills and would like to make a motion that we pay them in the amount of $157,319.80.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving on to item number 3 tonight under correspondence. Item number 1 is the November 2019 income statement that's been received and filed. Item number 2, we have the Erie County Water Authority extract from the meeting minutes. In short with that, just to summarize this document, there are rate increases from Erie County Water Authority, everything from pumps to fire hydrants, et cetera. That's essentially what that document is. Item number 3 under correspondence, we have a letter from the Broadway Group regarding the site plan submittal, and that has also been received and filed. So moving on to item number 4 for new business. Item number 1 is request from the floor. Please, I'll make a motion, or I will open up the floor for comment. Please come to the microphone, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes.
Don't run all up there at the same time.
Right, well, no public comment. I will close the floor. Item number 2, we have the memo from Paul Zaranowski, which is the planning board chairman, regarding the site plan for the Broadway Group, LLC Dollar General Product. The packet has been received by all the board members, and that will be gone through. So moving on to item number 3, which is resolution 2019-82, which is the seeker process for the Dollar General. The town board and I, we discussed it. We received the packet from the Broadway Group. We certainly appreciate sending that information as quickly as you did. So that has been provided to all board members this evening. Right now, so I guess at this time, based off of our discussion, I'm going to make a motion to currently table this the seeker process because the town board members wanted the additional time to review the new information and go through with the packet. Obviously, it's been public knowledge, but the planning board recommendation is not to approve the plan, but the town board, with the information that we've received, wants to table. We want to table that. So at this time, I'll make a motion to table resolution 2019-82.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 4 this evening is resolution 2019-83. This is Cooper Barracks window glass replacement. Councilwoman Martin.
Thank you, Supervisor. The State Trooper Barracks, located at 555 Boston State Road, has a possibility of dangerous interactions due to the nature of their job, and they are requesting safety glass and tint for some interior windows for their safety and protection because their interior windows currently are just clear, and from the outside you can see the state troopers. It's actually seeing right into their locker room when it's dark out and it's light inside the building. So they requested that going over and it being changed to a darker tint and some lighting issues changed. So we result, the town of Boston authorizes the supervisor to enter into a contract with Frontier Glass for a total amount of $3,362. I make a motion to accept this contract.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 5 this evening under new business is Resolution 2019-84, which is allocating unspent funds to the Drainage Reserve Fund. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As everyone in the room is aware, the town of Boston is certainly intriguing when it comes to our drainage problems, happenings, whatever we want to call it. So last year, the town board established a drainage reserve fund to accumulate monies to finance the cost of reconstruction of drainage and erosion infrastructure. So this year, we are, therefore be it resolved, that the town board is adding unspent fund from the drainage reserve fund in total amount of $40,000, comprised of $20,000 from drainage contractual, account number A0085540-0400, which is terribly interesting, you should read it. And $20,000 from flood and erosion contractual, account number A00-8745-0400. And therefore be it further resolved that these funds will be invested and reported under the same provisions as set forth in Resolution 2018-48, which established the original drainage fund reserve. I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2019-84.
I'll second.
Can we strike the number that he said it's resolution, it's printed wrong, it's 2018-84?
No, that's the resolution that created the reserve fund last year. So 2019.
That was the resolution from last year? Oh,
Yeah.
2018, I'm sorry. It just, is it 84? It's just-
It's okay. No problem.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 6 this evening under new business is Resolution 2019-85 for the Boston Historical Society contract. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This one I'm going to read less of. So therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Boston hereby authorizes the town supervisor to enter into contract in the amount of $3,000 with the Boston Historical Society Incorporated for its services related to the preservation and protection of places, buildings, work, and of art and other objects of historical value, having special, that doesn't read right, but I've said enough, so I'm going to go with it. So I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2019-85.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 7 tonight under new business, we have the use of town meeting facility for the Boston Republican Committee. Councilman Tarantini.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. The Boston Republican Committee would like to use the courtroom on January 1st from 11:30 to 1 o'clock for their oath of office ceremony. Town Clerk, is this available for use?
Yes, it is.
I make a motion that we accept this application of use.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 8 this evening under new business, we have use of town meeting facility for the Erie County Social Services. Councilwoman Lukacek.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Erie County Social Services wishes to use the courtroom Friday, January 10th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the heat outreach. Make a motion, we approve the request for Friday, January 10th, 2020, from 9 to 3.
I would second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 tonight under new business is a letter from our dog control officer, Gordon Cruz. He has a request to attend the New York State Department of Agricultural Dog Control Conference. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Really, there's nothing more to add to what Supervisor Keating has already said. Our dog control officer is indeed requesting funds to attend the New York State Department of Agriculture Dog Control Conference to be held in Albany, New York, on May 6th and 7th. I would like to make a motion that we approve his request.
I'll second.
Councilor Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 10 tonight, under new business, we have Councilwoman Kelly Martin requesting to attend the Association of Towns newly elected officials training school in Rochester. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Only because I like you. So our Councilwoman Kelly Martin is requesting approval for her attendance at the Association of Towns newly elected training that she was unfortunately unable to attend 2 years ago because it wasn't offered at the right timing, blah, blah, blah. It fits in now. Training is good in all costs, so I would like to make a motion that we approve Councilwoman Martin's request to attend the Association of Towns newly elected training.
Second.
Councilor Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Obviously, I'm going to recuse myself.
Motion carried.
Item number 12 tonight, or I'm sorry, 11 tonight, under new business, we have a request from the planning board for appointment of Tara Lowry as a regular member. Councilwoman Lukacek.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Since there was a resignation from the planning board is requesting approval for Tara Lowry, who is the current alternate member, to become a regular member, filling Mr. Pelkey's vacancy, which will end February 1st, 2022. I make a motion that we concur with the planning board on their request.
I'll second.
Councilor Munger,
Yes?
Councilman Carter-Keeney,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 12 tonight, under new business, we have the request from Deborah Catalano for reappointment to the Assessment Board of Review. Councilwoman Martin.
Thank you, Supervisor. We received a letter from Deborah Catalano requesting her term with the Assessment Board of Review to be renewed. I make a motion to accept this renewal.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes?
Councilman Carter-Keeney,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 13 tonight is that's under new business. We have two actually proclamations is under number 13 and number 14. Number 13 is actually for an extremely dedicated person, Wendy Kummer. She works in our court office. We tried to get her in here tonight, but she did not want to have the spotlight on her, but I certainly want to read this to acknowledge her service that she's provided to the town. So the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas, we are here today to pay honor and celebrate the dedicated, selfless service and express our appreciation to Wendy Kummer and honor her for her distinguished 34-year career with the town of Boston and dedicated service to the residents of the town of Boston. And whereas, Wendy began her career with the town of Boston in 1985 as a part-time employee and progressed to full-time court clerk, wherein she handled the very important duties as a court clerk. And whereas, on behalf of the entire town council, I want to express our sincere appreciation to Wendy for her loyalty and exceptional service to the town of Boston, and wish her much happiness as she begins her exciting new chapter in her life. Now therefore, I, Jason Keating, Supervisor, Town of Boston, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, December 18th, 2019, is Wendy Kummer Day in the town of Boston, and urge all residents and employees to join me in the town council in congratulating Wendy on an outstanding career with the town of Boston, and wishing her many continued years of happiness and good health. Which is proclaimed this 18th day of December 2019. Tomorrow there is a celebration here at the town hall. I intend to certainly present her with this proclamation, read it off again tomorrow. I do wish she could have been here, but we certainly appreciate all of her dedication to the town of Boston. It's fantastic. Item number 14 is another proclamation. The premise of this proclamation, for those of you obviously live in town and are aware of our nativity scene, Sadly, our nativity scene needed some TLC. It was a little bit delayed. There was some questions of why our nativity scene wasn't up in town. I took out, I guess I'll say, I took it on behalf of myself to go reach out to social media and our town website to notify the public that it needed some repairs. I mean, myself and even the entire board were very humbled in the fact of the amount of support and generosity from the community. With literally in moments of going out to social media, we had phone calls, we had emails, people outreaching and willing to make donations. And there were, I will give credit, there were multiple different garages that actually reached out to us offering to repair this because this has been a keystone structure in our community. One garage that I'd like to recognize, the one that actually had offered at no charge to the town on behalf of their community service is the North Boston Garage and Dave Gerwitz. So the proclamation, without further ado, reads as follows. Whereas it is the custom of this legislative body to pay tribute to the citizens of the town of Boston whose civic endeavors serve to enhance the quality of life in your community. And whereas, attendant to such concern, I, Town of Boston Supervisor, do honor Dave Gerwitz, for his dedication to the betterment of his community. And whereas, this nation has a great need for distinguished people with leadership qualities who volunteer for public service. And whereas he volunteered to transport and repair the community nativity scene at no expense to the town. And whereas it is the sense of this legislative body that when individuals of such noble aims and accomplishments are brought to our attention, they should be celebrated and recognized by all the citizens of the town of Boston. And proclaimed that I, Town of Boston Supervisor Jason Keating, hereby recognize Dave Gerwitz as an exemplary citizen who dedicated service personal contributions and has made him worthy of the esteem and gratitude of the town of Boston. And now therefore we proclaim that the town of Boston, the town of Boston, on behalf of the residents of the community, offer the heartiest thanks to Dave Gerwitz and the North Boston Garage crew, knowing that they will serve as a fine example to other people to attain high principles of public service and dedication. Dated this 18th day of December 2019. So thank you, David, and North Boston crew. David also could not be here. I did personally reach out to him and let him know about this event. Unfortunately, him and his wife do have a commitment that they actually go to a class together, which is super nice to hear. But they go to a class actually right through February of next year. So at some point, we will certainly be reaching out to Dave and try to reach out and provide this to him. Next, that is with new business. Moving on to item number 5, under old business. We have 2 items from the last board meeting. The first item is Resolution 2019-77, which is to approve a uniform supply contract. Councilman Munder.
I don't know what I was thinking. Can somebody else take this? No, legitimate.
Okay, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I was not paying attention properly.
No problem. Okay, so I'll take it, it's no problem.
Thank
So
you.
we have a, so resolution 2019-77, it's a uniform contract. The uniform contract with the town of Boston with UniFirst expires in January of 2020, and the town of Boston had looked, went out to bid or saw quotes, I should say, from different entities. The one entity, Cintas, is out on the state bid list, and after reviewing some of the services and enhancing some of the services to the town of Boston and streamlining some of the processes, the town board and we discussed this, so I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 2019-77 for Cintas. I've agreed myself to enter into a contract with Cintas for the upcoming year.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
No. And that's why I didn't want to take it.
Councilman Tarcasian,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 2 under the old business is resolution 2019-79, approve the upgrade of the town hall phone system. Councilwoman Martin.
Thank you, Supervisor. I believe we tabled this at our last meeting, correct? So we
That's
just
right.
review a couple more information on the quotes. But this resolution 2019-79 to approve the upgrade of the town hall's phone system that is antiquated. It's way antiquated. This is to purchase, the purchase is over 10,000 but less than 20. We received quotes from Baspian, Hubbard Networks, iEvolve, and well, it was Alvaro, but they had withdrawn their quote. And We're resolving that the town of Boston authorizes supervisor to enter into a contract with Vaspian at a cost of $11,875. I make a motion to accept that contract for resolution number 2019-79.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Recuse?
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukascik,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, that is it tonight for our old business, so we'll move on to reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent.
Yes, I'd just like to wish everybody here tonight a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for everybody here and everybody in town, and that's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As this evening is, I suppose, bittersweet for me, I would like to take a moment to thank my colleagues within the board and everybody that works for the town of Boston and the entire town for both allowing me to serve with you and serve for you for the last 4 years. It has been a great pleasure, and I think you're in good hands. So thank you to everybody. And that's it.
All right, thank you very much. Councilman Curtis.
Thank you Supervisor Keating. On behalf of the board, I'd like to thank all the residents that stepped up with interest to renew the holiday decorating committee. Looks like we're going to reboot that. It's going to be a volunteer organization, and to help with things like the nativity scene. Also wanted to thank Dave Gerwitz, certainly for the repairs to the nativity scene, but I also wanted to take a moment and thank Scott Fellows for the Parks Department, Bob Telak, and Bill Fornes for taking a look at the trailer to see what it actually needed and offered to make that transport as well. So thank you. And finally, I just wanted to say to Zach that it's been a pleasure to serve with you. We wish you the best, and we thank you for your service. And certainly will be missed, but I'm sure all the friendships will continue. So thank you. That's all I have tonight.
Well said. All right, Councilwoman Lukascik.
I have nothing to report other than have a safe and happy and hopefully relaxing holiday. Zach, it's been a pleasure. You will be missed. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin.
Supervisor, in keeping with that, what everybody's been saying, I was thought I'd be the only one. Zach, it's been a pleasure for the past just under 2 years. You always brought comic relief to some serious business, which is much appreciated. It's been great, and I'm glad to call you my friend. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday season.
All right. Town Clerk.
Thank you. The town clerk's report for November has been submitted to the supervisor. The sharing tree was an overwhelming success again this year. Thank you to everyone who purchased and wrapped the gifts. For the children, the counselor at Boston Valley and the nurse at Colden Elementary are very touched by the generous residents of this town. Santa will be in Patchen on noon on Saturday. So I just wanted to get that out there. It's on their sign at the Patchen Fire Hall. And remember that Dave DiPietro and Connect Life are hosting the blood drive on the Friday right after Christmas from 2 to 6 p.m. in the community room right here in the town hall. And Zach, it has been wonderful to work with you. You always have received my waste management emails, so I'm sure you will not miss that.
There's a few things I won't miss. I'm not gonna.
With that being said, you have a wonderful wife and 2 wonderful children, and it's time for you to enjoy raising them in this town that you have lived in all of your life, and good luck with raising your children here. So,
All right.
that is all I have.
Thank you very much. Just a few things I have for tonight. I'm actually very happy to state that the town has actually secured yet another grant. The ASI group came back again this year and awarded the town a cultural grant in the largest amount ever, totaling $3,225. And this grant helps offset the expenses for our summer concert series program. Again, it's never been this high before. Myself and even our grant writer were shocked at the dollar amount. So again, the grants keep on rolling in. We keep sourcing them and identifying what we can seek out, and we go right after them. So we'll keep that momentum going. On that note, I'm very happy to state that Legislator Mills, on December 5th, they passed the Erie County Legislature, but Legislator Mills donated $6,000 to the Town of Boston Boys and Girls Club. It's probably one of our, it is so far to date, our largest donation to that club and that organization, which is a true testament how great that program is. It's served our community wonderfully, and that $6,000 for that organization will go a long way helping support the youth of our community. The nativity scene, I think it's pretty much said everything there. I can't thank the community enough for their help and support, especially during the holiday season for our nativity scene, and we will certainly keep that Boston tradition going. The HEAP outreach, one of the youth facilities this evening was for HEAP outreach. This is something that I'll put on every year for the town, but that will be on December 10th, 2020. It's kind of weird to say that still, but December 10th, 2020 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here in the courtroom. If anybody needs any assistance, has questions, please come in. I do actually partner with Legislator Mills' office on that, so he may even be here for that event if anybody has any questions at the county level. Zach, I got to tell you, we both, I guess I'll say we both started this journey together 4 years ago, man. It was almost 4 years, and we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but we got through it, and here we are. So, thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you've done for the community. You and I have always made that commitment to each other that we would get through things, and here we are. And that commitment, like many others have stated, that commitment lasts. We've got a great group here. We've got a great board. We've got a great town hall. So this is a place we can all call home, and I'm certainly proud to say that. So, as our town clerk has stated, enjoy that family. Don't be a stranger, and we'll certainly see you around town. Last but not least, everybody else, politically correct, I guess I'll say it's proper to say happy holidays. As I like to say in my house, I say Merry Christmas. So to everybody out there, happy holidays, but for me and my family, Merry Christmas, and enjoy the holidays, be safe travels, and we'll see everyone next year. Please don't forget, our next town board meeting is not on the first Wednesday of the month. Just a quick, simple reminder, because that will be the swearing-in ceremony for our elected officials. The next board meeting will be on January 2nd, same time, 6 o'clock downstairs for our work session, and then 7:30 on January 2nd upstairs for our first reorganization meeting, which is always our larger meeting of the year. So that's all I have. So I will make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
Councilman Munger?
Well, if I don't allow it to close, does that mean?
Don't be no. Yes. Mr. Grinch.
Councilman Carnegie?
Yes.
Supervisor Keating?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukasik?
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Let's just say we're